That necklace, it was all I had left of her. Emma whispered as she stared at the shattered remains in her hand. Her heartbeat roared in her ears. The hallway had gone silent, yet she felt thunder brewing inside her. Something had broken, and it wasn't just the chain around her neck. Something far deeper had snapped. Emma Grace had never asked to be popular. In a high school full of noise, she was the quiet flame burning steady in the shadows. She didn't wear flashy clothes or speak louder than needed. She moved like the wind, silent, calm, but never still. Everyone at Ridgeview High knew Emma as the girl who stayed out of trouble. Always respectful. Always reserved. But what they didn't know was the storm behind those soft eyes. Her life hadn't been easy. She lost her mother, Rachel Grace, when she was only 9. Cancer, swift and merciless. The necklace Rachel gave her, just a delicate silver chain with a small cross, became Emma's most prized possession. Her father, Matthew, a former martial arts instructor and military vet, raised her alone after that. He didn't raise her to be violent. He raised her to endure, to understand, and to know her worth. When he passed away 3 years later in a car accident, martial arts became more than training, it became her sanctuary, the only place where she could breathe. It was a Tuesday when everything changed. Emma had just finished her biology test and was walking to her locker, her earbuds in and her mind elsewhere. She didn't see Logan Bennett, the arrogant star quarterback, until he leaned against her locker with a smirk that oozed trouble. "Hey, Grace," he called, pulling one earbud out, "what's the rush? Got church choir practice?" She sighed. "Move, Logan." But Logan didn't move. Behind him stood his usual crew: Brad, the muscle, Tanner, the sarcastic one, and Kyle, the wannabe. They were loud, obnoxious, and hungry for entertainment. "I just wanted to see your little Jesus bling up close," Logan chuckled and reached out, wrapping his fingers around the chain. Emma's breath caught. "Don't!" Snap. The chain broke in his hand. The tiny silver cross hit the floor, bouncing once before resting near her feet. Something inside her twisted. Not anger. Not fear. Something ancient. Something powerful. She slowly bent down, picked up the necklace, and clenched it in her hand. Her eyes lifted to meet Logan's. "You broke the wrong girl's necklace," she said. Logan laughed. "Oh, come on. It's just a trinket. Don't be so dramatic." But Emma didn't respond. She dropped her backpack to the floor, the movement so deliberate it made the group flinch. On the side was her father's patch from his dojo, stitched into the fabric like a badge of honor. Brad stepped forward. "Is she serious right now?" Logan cracked his knuckles. "Wanna throw a punch, princess?" She didn't throw one. She threw 3, calculated, precise, clean. The first strike was to Logan's knee, a roundhouse that swept him off his feet and sent him crashing to the ground with a pained grunt. Before Brad could react, she pivoted, elbowed him across the chest, and grabbed his shirt, throwing him against a locker with a hollow clang. Tanner came charging like a linebacker. She sidestepped, used his speed against him, and flipped him with a judo throw. Kyle? He didn't even try. He just bolted. Students flooded out of classrooms as the chaos unfolded, phones already filming. But Emma wasn't performing. She was defending. In under 30 seconds, the hallway was silent again. Logan groaned from the floor, holding his leg. What the hell was that?" he gasped. Emma knelt beside him, not with rage, but with a calm fierceness that felt like justice. "You see a quiet girl and assume she's weak," she said. "But real strength doesn't scream for attention. It waits. And it doesn't need permission." She stood, gathered her things, and walked away, the broken necklace still in her hand. That night, the video went viral. The girl who never spoke out had become the voice of every student who had ever been bullied, mocked, or overlooked. The comments flooded in. She didn't just break bones, she broke stereotypes. Emma Grace is a legend. This is why you never mess with quiet girls. But Emma didn't care about fame. She just wanted peace. 2 days later, something even more surprising happened. Logan showed up at her dojo. Alone. No friends. No arrogance. "I'm not here to fight," he said, eyes cast downward. "I'm here to learn. I've been wrong about people. About strength." Emma looked at him for a moment, then handed him a white belt. "Then let's start with humility." Weeks passed, and everything changed. The hallway wasn't a battlefield anymore. It was a community. The same girls who once kept their heads down now walked a little taller. Emma started offering free self-defense classes after school. Dozens signed up. Even the teachers noticed the shift. Emma had become a symbol. Not of revenge, but of resilience. The message? True strength isn't in throwing punches. It's in knowing when to stand up, when to let go, and when to break the silence. Emma didn't fight to hurt. She fought to protect what mattered. Her voice. Her memory. Her dignity. And when the bullies broke her necklace, she broke their egos and built something stronger in its place.